Is the bubble burst coming?
No, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
This is Steve Myers with Urban Cool Homes, and I'm sure you're hearing headlines everywhere about, that the bubble's gonna burst, that 2008 is gonna happen again. And obviously, as we keep moving through this year, fuel costs are getting high, interest rates are going up, food costs are out of control. So everyone's just kind of making this assumption that the real estate market is going to be, that the bubble is going to be bursting and the market is going to crash. But let's dive into the actual numbers. So the 2022 May numbers were just released, and what it is telling us is a different story from what we're hearing in the headlines. For May, the number of listings that were active on the market by the end of the month was 699. Now, this is the highest number of listings on the market for 2022. However, this still trends behind the numbers from May 2021. So we're not quite seeing the inventory levels that people are saying we're going to be seeing. Inventory is going up, but it's going up very steady. In February, it was like a 570, May 699. So I totally expect that trend is going to follow the 2021 trend, and we're going to see the inventory rise and probably get over 1,000 houses by the end of summer. But again, we're just following the trend of what happened the previous year. For the median price sold, we see a large increase, and we're over 220,000. Now, this is over a 12% gain from last year, and it's also the highest number we've seen in 2022. So we actually haven't even seen an average price point over 200,000, and then we just spike it up 20 grand. Now, obviously, people are saying interest rates are driving prices down and the market is slowing down, but obviously with the average price sold, we're still seeing a very high number. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we stay at that 220 mark as we progress through the rest of 2022. But obviously we're not seeing any kind of implication on price yet, and we're still seeing listings selling above asking price, even based upon the comps through the previous year. So now let's go into average day on market. So the average day on market is still 3 days. So that's what it was last month, and that's what it was the month before. And we started in January at 6 days and slowly trended down to 3 days on market. And we're staying there, and that's what we're seeing. We're still seeing good houses that are likely to sell at a good price in a fast time. So that's why we really encourage people to still, as this market is still, for Kansas at least, is still really in a good position. So it's a great time to list your home to make sure you could still take advantage of the market conditions before we see what is potentially happening in other markets across the country. So the last thing we want to focus on is units sold, which is the number of houses that were sold during the month of May. Now we're seeing, over 1,000 houses sold, which this is the first time in 2022 that we've had over 1,000 houses sold for the year. Now the number is a little bit lower than what we had in 2021. But again, that's been the trend the whole year, is our sales are about down 6% for the year, and that's still holding steadily through. And again, this will continue to be the trend. We're gonna be down 6-7% next month as well. We're just not gonna hit the 2021 sales, but that's okay. 2021 was a crazy record year. And just because we're not having another crazy record year does not mean the housing market is bad. So anyway, to wrap this up, real estate market in Kansas is still really good, still really a good time to list. And if you are buying, it's a good time to pull the trigger because the number of inventory is slowly creeping up, which means that house you've been waiting for might be ready to hit the market and you'd be in a position to buy it. So anyway, stay tuned for next month's numbers.
Fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then I'm gon' feed them. If you